interfering when loud rumor speaks. I, from the Orient to the drooping West, making the wind my post horse, still unfold the act commencing on this ball of earth. Upon my tongues, continual slanders ride, the which in every language I pronounce, stuffing the ears of men with false reports. I speak of peace, while covert enmity, under the smile of safety, glooms the world. Rumor is a pipe, blown by surmises, jealousies, conjectures, and of so plain and so easy a stop that the blunt monster with uncounted heads, the still discordant, wavering multitude can play upon it. Why is rumor here? I run before King Harry's victory, who in a bloody field by Shrewsbury has beaten down young Hotspur and his troops, quenching the flames of bold rebellion, even with the rebels' blood. But what mean I to speak so true at first? My office is to noise abroad that Harry Monmouth fell into the wrath of noble Hotspur's sword, and the king, before the Douglas's rage, stooped his anointed head as low as death. This I have rumored through the peasant town, between that royal field of Shrewsbury and this worm-eaten hole of ragged stone, where Hotspur's father, old Northumberland, lies crafty sick. The posts come tiring on, victory, victory. And not a man of them brings other news than they have learned of me. From rumor's tongues, they bring smooth comforts, false, worse than true wrongs.
Oh, where's the earth? Noble Earth, I bring you certain news from Shrewsbury.
Good, as God will.
As good as heart can wish. The king is almost wounded to the death. And in the fortune of my lord, your son, Prince Harry, slain outright, and both the Blunts killed by the hand of Douglas. Young Prince John and Westmoreland and Stafford fled the field. And Harry Monmouth's brawn, the hulk Sir John, is prisoner to your son. Oh, such a day! So fought, so followed, and so fairly won. Came not till now to dignify the time since Caesar's fortunes.
How is this derived? Saw you the field? Came you from Shrewsbury?
I spake with one, my lord, that came from thence. A gentleman, well-bred and of good name, that freely rendered me these news for truth.
Here comes my servant Travers, whom I sent on Tuesday last to listen after news.
My lord, I overrode him on the way, and he is furnished with no certainties more than he haply may retail from me.
Now, Travers, what good tidings comes with thee?
My lord, Sir John Umfreville turned me back with joyful tidings that being better horsed outrode me. After him came spurring hard a gentleman almost forspent with speed that stopped by me to breathe his bloodied horse. He asked the way to Chester, and of him I did demand what news from Shrewsbury. He told me that rebellion had bad luck, and that young Harry Percy's spur was cold.
Huh? Again? Said he, young Harry Percy's spur was gold? That rebellion had met ill luck?
My lord, I'll tell you what. If my young lord, your son, have not the day, upon mine honor for a silken point, I'll give my barony. Never talk of it.
Why should that gentleman that rode by Travers give then such instances of loss?
Who, he? He was some hilding fellow that had stolen the horse he rode on, and upon my life spoke at a venture. Look, here comes more news.
This man's brow, like to a tidal leaf, foretells the nature of a tragic volume. Say, Morton, didst thou come from Shrewsbury?
I ran from Shrewsbury, my most noble lord, where hateful death put on its ugliest mask to fright our party.
How doth my son and brother? Thou tremblest, and the whiteness of thy cheek is apter than thy tongue to give thine errand. This thou wouldst say, your son did thus and thus, your brother thus, so fought the noble Douglas, stopping my greedy ear with their bold deeds. But in the end, to stop my ear indeed, thou hast a sigh to blow away this praise, ending with brother, son, all dead.
Douglas is living, and your brother yet. But for my lord, your son,
say not this Bertie's dead! I see a strange confession in thine eye. Thou shakest thy head, and holdest in fear or sin to speak a truth. If he be slain, say so. The tongue offends not that reports his death.
I cannot think, my lord. Your son is dead.
I am sorry I should force you to believe that which I would to God I had not seen. But these mine eyes saw him in bloody state, wearied and outbreathed the hairy Monmouth, whose swift wrath beat down the never-taunted person to the earth. For once with life he nevermore sprung up. It's you, his death, whose spirit lent a fire even to the dullest peasant in his camp, being bruited once, took fire and heat away from the best-tempered courage in his troops. So did our men, heavy in Hotspur's loss, lend to this weight such lightness with their fear, that arrows fled not swifter toward their aim than did our soldiers aiming at their safety fly from the field. Then was that noble Worcester so soon made prisoner, and that furious Scot, the bloody Douglas, whose well-laboring sword hath 3 times slain the appearance of the king, stumbling in fear, was took. Dear God, the sum of all is that the king hath won, and has sent out a speedy power to encounter you, my lord, under the conduct of young Lancaster and Westmoreland. This is news full.
For this, I shall have time enough to mourn. In poison there is physic, and these news, having been well, that would have made me sick. Being sick have in some measure made me well.
We all that are engaged to this loss knew that we ventured on such dangerous seas that if we wrought out life, 'twas 10 to 1. And yet we ventured, for the gain proposed chugged the respect of likely peril fear. And since we are o'erset, venture again. Come, we will all put forth, body and good.
Aye, it is more than time. And, my most noble lord, I hear for certain, and dare speak the truth, the gentle Archbishop of York is up with well-appointed powers. Why, he is a man who with a double surety binds his followers. Supposed sincere and holy in his faults, he's followed both with body and with mind, and doth enlarge his rising with the blood of fair King Richard, scraped from Pomfret stones. But derives from heaven his quarrel and his cause. He tells them he doth descry a bleeding land, gasping for life under great Bolingbroke, and more and less to flock to follow him.
I knew of this before, but to speak the truth, this present grief had wiped it from my mind. Go in with me and counsel every man the aptest way to safety and revenge. Get posts and letters that make friends with speed. Never so few and never yet more need.
Sir! You giant! What says the doctor to my water?
Oh, he said, sir, that the water itself is a good, healthy water. But as for the party that owed him, he may have more diseases than he knew of.
Men of all sorts take a pride to gird at me.
I am not only witty in myself, but the cause that witty is in other men. If the prince put thee into my service for any other reason than setting me off, well, then I have no judgment. Thou horse and mandrake, thou art fitted to be worn in my cabinet, awaited by him.
Sir, here comes the nobleman that committed the prince for striking him about Bardolph.
Wait, close. He will not see me.
What's he that goes there?
Falstaff, and it please your lordship.
He that was in question for the robbery.
He, my lord. But he has sent for good service to Shrewsbury. And, as I hear, is now going with some charge to the Lord John of Lancaster.
What? To York? Call him back again.
Sir John Falstaff!
Boy! Tell him I'm deaf.
You'll have to speak louder. My master is dead.
I'm sure he is. To the hearing of anything good. Go, pluck him by the elbow. I must speak with him.
Sir John!
What? A young knave and begging? Instead of wars? Is there not employment? Does the king not lack subjects? Do the rebels not need soldiers? Who would be ashamed to be on any side but one? It is worse shame to beg than to be on the worst side, when it was from the name of rebellion to tear out a man.
Sir?
Why, sir, did I say you were an honest man? Setting my thanking in my soldiership aside, I lied in my profile, gentlemen.
Sir, my lord would speak with you.
Sir John Falstaff, a word with you.
My good lord. God give your lordship good time of day.
Sir John, you would not come when I sent for you.
And please, your lordship, I hear his majesty has returned with some discomfort from Wales.
I talk not of his majesty. I sent for you before your expedition to Shrewsbury.
And I hear, moreover, that his highness is fallen to the same forces apoplexy.
Well, God mend him. I pray you, let me speak with you.
This apoplexy, as I take it, is a kind of lethargy, and please, your lordship, a kind of sleeping in the dark, a horse and tingling.
What tell you me of it, be it as it is?
Its habits original from much dream, from study and perturbation of the brain. I have read the cause of his effects in Galen. It is a kind of deafness.
Oh, I think you are fallen into the disease, for you hear not what I say to you.
Very well, my lord, very well. Rather, please, it is the disease of not listening, the malady of not marking, that I am coming to law.
I sent for you when there are matters against you for your life, to come and speak with me.
As I was then advised by my learned counsel in the laws of this land, sir, I did not come.
The truth is, Sir John, you live in great infamy.
He that buckles himself in my belt cannot live in less.
Your means are very slender, and your waist is great.
I would it were otherwise. I would my means were greater and my waist slender.
You have misled the youthful prince.
The young prince has misled me. I am the fellow with the great belly, and he my dog.
Where? What? I'm loath to call a new deal wound. Your day's service at Shrewsbury had a little gilded over your night's exploit on Gad's Hill.
My lord?
But, since all is well, keep it so. Wake not a sleeping wolf.
You that are old, consider not the capacities of us that are young. You measure the heat of our livers with the bitterness of your galls. And we that are in the vain world of our youth, I must confess, are wags too.
Do you set down your name in the scroll of youth? Have you not a moist eye, a dry hand, a yellow cheek, a white beard, a decreasing leg, an increasing belly? Is not your voice broken? Your wind short, your chin double, your wit single, every part about you blasted with antiquity. And will you call yourself young? Five, Sir John.
My lord, I was born about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Weak, a white-headed, something round belly. For my voice, I have lost it with hallowing and singing of anthems. To prove my youth further, I will not. The truth is, I am only old in judgment and understanding. And he will devour with me for 1,000 marks. Let him lend me the money and have at him. For the box of the ear the prince gave you, he gave it like a rude prince, and you took it like a sensible lord. Oh, I have checked him for it, and the young lion repents. Maybe not in sackcloth and ashes, but in new silk and old sack.
Well, God send the prince a better companion.
God send the companion a better prince. I can all rid my hands of it.
Well, the king hath severed you and Prince Harry. I hear you are going with Lord John of Lancaster against the Archbishop and the Earl of Northumberland.
I thank your pretty sweet whisperer. If you will need say, I am an old man. You should get him now. I would to God my name were not so terrible to the enemy as it is.
Well, be honest.
Oh.
Be honest, and God bless thy expedition.
Will your lordship lend me 1,000 pounds to furnish me forth?
Oh,
Well,
not a penny. Not a penny. You are too eager to bear crosses. Fare you well. Commend me to my cousin.
if I do, filleth me with a 3-man beetle. Boy!
Sir,
What money is in my purse?
7 reds for tuppence.
Yes. I can get no remedy against this consumption of the purse. Borrowing only lingers and lingers it out, but the disease is incurable. Go, bear this letter for me to my Lord of Lancaster. This to the Prince here. This to the Earl of Westmoreland. This to old Mistress Angela, whom I have weekly sworn to marry since I could see the first white hair of my chin. About it, you know where to find me. Ah! The pox of this gout. All gout of this pox. The one or the other place a robe in my great toe. 'Tis no matter why you hope. I've the walls for my colour. My pension shall seem the more reasonable. A good wit make use of anything. I would turn diseases to commodity.
Thus have you heard our cause and known our means. And my most noble friends, I pray you all speak plainly your opinions of our hopes. And first, Lord Marshal, what say you to it?
Our present muster grows upon the fight. The 25,000 men of choice. And our supplies live largely in the hopes of great Northumberland, whose bosom burns with an insensate fire of injuries.
The question then, Lord Hastings, standeth thus: whether our present 25,000 may hold up head without Northumberland.
With him we may.
Yea, marry, there's the point. But if without him we be thought too feeble, my judgment is we should not step too far till we had his assistance by the hand. For in a theme so bloody-faced as this, conjecture, expectation, and surmise of aids uncertain should not be admitted.
Very true, my lord, Moultrie. For indeed it was young Hotspur's case at Shrewsbury.
It was, my lord, who lined himself with hope, and so with great imagination proper to madmen led his powers to death, and winking leaped into destruction.
Grant that our hopes, yet likely a fair birth, should be stillborn, and that we now possess the utmost amount of expectation. I think we are so bodies strong enough, even as we are, to equal with the king.
Is the king but 25,000?
Nay, not so much. To us no more, Lord Mowbray.
For his divisions, as the times do brawl, are in three heads. One power against the French, and one against Glendower. Perforce a third must take up us. So is the unfirm king in three divided, and his coffers sound with hollow emptiness and poverty.
That he should draw his several strengths together and come against us and for puissance need not to be dreaded.
If he should do so, he leaves us back unarmed. The French and the Welsh paying him at the heel. Never fear that.
Well, who is it like should lead his forces hither?
The Duke of Lancaster and Westmoreland. Against the Welsh, himself and Harry Mountain. And who is substituted against the French, I have no certain notice.
Let us on. Publish the occasion of our arms. No. The Commonwealth is sick of their own choice. Their over-greedy love has serpented. And habitation giddy and unsure hath he that buildeth on the bolder heart. O thou fond many, with what loud applause didst thou beat heaven with blessing Bolingbroke, before he was what thou wouldst have him be. And being now trimmed in thine own desires, thou, beastly leader, art so full of him, that thou provokest thyself to cast him up. So thou common dog, didst thou disgorge thy glutton bosom of the royal Richard. And now, thou wouldst eat thy dead vomit up, and howlest to find it. What trust are in these times? They that when Richard lived would have him die are now become enamored on his grave. Thou, that brewst dust on his goodly head, when through proud London he came sighing on after the admired heels of Bolingbroke, criest now, O earth, yield us that king again, and take thou this. Lots of men cursed. See the come seems best. Things present worst.
Shall we go draw our numbers and set off?
Ye are time's subjects. Time bids be gone.
Yea, good masters there. I ventured in and all.
I just got some of us alive, for he will spare.
Oh, alas, that I take heed of him. They stabbed me in my own house, and that most beastly. Good faith, I cares not what mischief he done when his weapon way out. He'll find like any devil. He'll spare neither man, woman, nor child. Oh, prince, since my action is entered, and my case so openly known to the world
the gross sum that I owe thee.
Now, if thou wert an honest man, thyself and the money too. Thou didst swear to me upon a parcel of goblet, sitting in my dolphin chamber at the round table by a sea coal fire upon Wednesday and Whitsun, when the prince broke thy head for liking his father to a singing man of Windsor. Thou didst swear to me then, as I was washing thy wound, to marry me and make me my lady thy wife. That thou cannot. And didst thou not kiss me and beg me fetch ye 30 shillings? Deny it if thou canst.
This is a poor mad soul. As he says up and down the town, her eldest son is like you. She hath been in your case, and the truth is, poverty hath distracted her. But, for these foolish officers, I do beseech you, I may have redress against them.
Sir John, I am well acquainted with your manner of wrenching the true cause, the false way. You have, as it appears to me, practiced upon the easy-yielding spirit of this woman, and may have served your uses both in purse and in person. Peace! I have a debt to owe her, and unpay the villainy you have done with her. The one you may do with sterling money. The other, with current payment.
My lord, I will not undergo this sneak without reply. You call honorable boldness impudent sauciness. If a man will curtsy and say nothing, he is virtuous. No, my lord, my humble duty remembrance, I will not be your suitor. I say to you, I do desire deliverance from these officers, being upon hasty employment in the king's affairs.
You speak as having power to do wrong, but answer in the effect of your reputation and satisfy the poor woman.
Come hither, host.
No, Master Girl, what's the news?
The king, my lord, carried Prince of Wales are near at hand. Rest, paper here.
As I am a gentleman.
I'll fight your sense out of fool.
As I am a gentleman. Come, no more words of it.
By the 70 crowns I tread on, I must be famed for both my plate and the tapestry of my dining chamber.
Glasses! Glasses is the only drinking, and for thy walls, a pretty slate rule for the story of the prodigal, the German hunting and waterwork. Worth 1,000 of these libraries and tapestries. Come, let it be £10 if thou canst. Come, and for not for thy humour, there's not a better wench in England. Go, wash thy face, and draw the action. Come, thou must not be in this humour with me. Dost not know me? I knew thou was set on to this.
I pray thee, Sir John, let it be but 20 nobles. Afraid thou loathed to pawn my plate, God save me, Lord.
Let it alone. I'll make others shift. You will be a fool still.
Well, you shall have it, though I pawn my gown.
taking back from Wales my noble lord.
You shall have letters of me presently. Come, go along with me, good Master Gower.
My lord!
What's the matter?
Master Gower! Shall I treat you with me to dinner?
I must wait upon my good lord here. I thank you, good Sir John.
Sir John, you loiter here too long. Being as you're to take soldiers up in counties as you go.
Will you sup with me, Master Gower?
What foolish master taught you these manners, Sir John?
Master Gower, if they be coming up, he was a fool that taught them me. This is the right sense and grace, my lord. Tap for tap, and so part fair.
Well, the Lord lighteth thee. Thou art a great fool.
How ill it follows after you've labored so hard you should talk so idly.
Tell me, how many good young princes would do so, their fathers being so sick as yours at this time is? Shall I tell thee one thing, boys? Fair. Let it be an excellent, good thing. Very. Then I tell thee, it is not meet I should be sad now my father is sick. Reason? What wouldst thou think of me if I should weep? I would think thee a most princely hypocrite. It would be every man's thought, and thou art a blessed fellow to think as every man thinks. Every man would think me an hypocrite indeed. But what excites your most worshipful thought to think so?
Because you've been so lewd. And so much engraft to Falstaff.
And to thee.
And the worst they can say about me is that I'm a second brother. The proper fellow of my hands. And those two things I cannot help. By the mass, here comes Bardolph.
Now,
Well, Lord, he heard your grace is coming to town. Here's a letter for you.
Delivered with good respect. How doth the Marcomas, your master?
Bodily health, sir.
I do allow this Wen to be as familiar with me as my dog, and he holds his place for look how he writes.
John Falstaff, knight. Every man must know that as oft as he has occasion to name him so. Even like those that are kin to the king. For they never prick their finger, but they say, oh, there's some of the king's blood spilt.
Oh, Sir John Falstaff, knight, son of the king, dearest his father, Harry, Prince of Wales, greeting.
Why, this is a certificate piece.
I will imitate the honorable Romans in brevity.
Which means brevity of breath. Short printing.
I commend me to thee, and I leave thee. Be not too familiar with poets. For he misuseth thy favours so much that he swears that thou art to marry his sister Nell. Repent at idle times as thou mayest, so farewell. Thine by yea and no, which is as much as to say, as thou usest him, John Falstaff, with my familiars, Jack with my brothers and sisters, and Sir John with all yours.
My lord, I will speak. This letter in sack and make him eat it.
That is to make him eat 20 of his words. But do you use me thus, Ned? Must I marry your sister?
Cost them the wench no worse fortune. But I never said so.
Father, is thy master yet come to London?
Yea, my lord.
Where's Subsy? Doth the old boar feed at the old Frank?
At the old place, my lord, in East Street. East Street!
Sup any women?
None, my lord, but old Mistress Quickly and Mistress Doll Tirshi.
Or pagan with Ethne?
A proper gentlewoman, sir, and a kinswoman of my master's.
Even such kin as the parish heifers are to the town bull. Shall we steal upon them, Ned, tonight at supper?
Lord, I am your shadow. I'll follow you.
Bob, no word to your master I am yet come to town. That's for your silence.
I have no tongue, my lord.
Very well. Go! This doll Tirshi took me some road.
And orange you as common as the way between St. Albert's and London.
How might we steal upon them and not ourselves be seen?
Put on 2 leather jerkins. And wait upon him at his table as drawers.
Oh, from prince to apprentice, a low transformation that shall be mine. For in everything, Ned, the purpose should weigh with the folly. Follow me, Ned.
Alas, sweet king, my honor is at fault, and but for my going, nothing can redeem it.
Yet, for God's sake, go not to these wars. The time was, Father, that you broke your word when you were more endeared to it than now. Your own Percy, my heart's dear Harry, through many a northward look to see his father bring up his powers. But he did long in vain. Who then persuaded you to stay at home? There were two honors lost, yours and your son's. Oh, for yours may the God of heaven brighten it. For his up on him is sun in the gray vault of heaven. By his light, all the chivalry of England moved to do for his acts. He was indeed the glass wherein the noble usually dress themselves. He had no legs that practiced not his gait, speaking thick, which nature made his blemish, became the accents of the valiant. For those that could speak low and tardily would turn their own perfection to abuse, to seem like him, so that in speech, gait, in diet, in affections of delight, military rules, humors of blood, he was the mark and glass, copy and book that fashioned others. And him, oh, wondrous, him, miracle of men. Him did you leave, second to none, unseconded by you, to look upon the hideous god of war in disadvantage, to abide a field where nothing but the sound of Hotspur's name did seem defensible. So you left him. Never do his ghost the wrong to hold your honor more precise and nice with others than with him. Let them alone. The marshal and the archbishop are strong. And my sweet Harry had but half their numbers. Today might I, hanging on Hotspur's neck, have talked of Monmouth's praise.
Beshrew your heart, fair daughter. But you do draw my spirits from me with this new lamenting ancient oversight.
Fly to Scotland, till that the nobles and the honest commons have of their puissance made a little taste. If they get round advantage of the king, then join you with them, like a rib of steel, but to make strength stronger. For all our love, first, let them try themselves. But so did your son. He was so suffering. So came I a widow, and never shall have length of life enough to rain upon remembrance with mine eyes, so that it may sprout and grow high as heaven for recordation to my noble husband.
Come. Go in with me. 'Tis with my mind as with the tide swollen up unto his height, that makes us still stand, running neither way. Fain would I go to meet the archbishop, but many thousand reasons hold me back. I will resolve for Scotland. There am I, in time and venture, brave my country.
Good odds worth gold.
Empty the jordans and walls of the king. How now, Mr. Dawes?
I'll stick of a calm, yea, good faith.
So is all the sick. And if he wants in the calm, they are sick.
Oh, a pox, damn you, you muddy rascal. Is that all the comfort you give me?
You make fat rascals, Mistress Dawes.
I make them. Gluttony and diseases make I make them, no.
If the cook helped to make the gluttony, you help to make the diseases, though. We cut you, though. We cut you,
Yeah, joy, our chains and our jewels.
Your broken pearls and ouches. Paul, to serve bravely is to come holding off, you know. To come off the breach with his pike bent bravely and the surgery bravely. To measure and the George Chambers bravely.
Oh, hang yourself, you might come to hang yourself. Oh, by my troth, this is the old-fashioned. For you two never meet, but you fall to some discord. You cannot one bear with another's confirmities. One must bear, and that must be you. You are the weaker vessel, as they say, the emptier vessel. Oh, can a wig, empty vessel bear such a huge full hogshead? There's a whole merchant's venture aboard those stuffing in. You have not seen a whole better stuffed in. Oh, come, I'll be credited. Now I'm going to the wars, and whether I shall ever see thee again, I know there's nobody cares.
Sir, ancient pistols below speak with you.
Oh, hang them. Swagger and wrestle them not come hither. It is the foul-mouthed broken England. If they swagger, they do not come here.
He's no swaggerer, houses a deep cheater and big. Call him on.
No, you will. Well, I'll bar no honest man my house, nor no cheater. But I do not love swaggering by my troth. I'm the worst when one says swagger. You bastards, how I shake. Look, you, I warrant you. So you do, Oscar? I do, and swearing aspen me. I do not love swaggerers.
Oh, God save you, Sir John! We're going to Here, I've charged you with this couple sack. Do you discharge upon mine ages?
I will discharge upon us, Sir John, with two bullets.
She is pistol-proof, sir. You shall not hardly bend her.
Come on, I'll drink no more. No please. I'll drink no more. They will do me good. For no man's pleasure on.
Now, I let to you, Mistress Dawes. I will charge you.
Away, you moldy rogue, away!
I never you, Mistress Dawes.
Away, you cutpurse rascal! You filthy bump for the sky! We're knifing you, moldy chicken! Away, you cocktail! You filthy juggler, you!
Let me not live, but I will murder you. Enough for this.
What have you go up here?
Stop abominable damn cheat! I'm not ashamed to be called Captain! And captains were of my mind. They would drink their little out for taking their names upon you. God's light, these villains would make the word as odious as the word occupy. Which was an excellent good word. Before was ill talking. Therefore, captains had needs look to it.
Go down, good ancients.
Oh, tell me what course will gone on. I can tell her. I'll be revenged of her.
Go down.
I'll see her damned first. I got little damned leg by his hands. By to the infernality. And tortures vile also. Hold hook and line, say I. Down! Down, dogs! Have we not iron here?
It's very late to fight off the sleep, you.
Fire!
Holy
Ne formente, sperato, ne contento.
May we broadsides?
No. Why then hell let that fiend give fire?
Give me some sack.
And sweetheart, lies out.
Pistol! I would be quiet.
Why, sweet knight, I kiss thy knee. Mwah! Oh. Why, Sir John, we have seen the seven stars.
Oh, for God's sake, thrust him downstairs! I cannot endure it! Busted rascal!
Thrust him down.
Oh, nice!
Why then, that grievous ghastly gape and twine the sisters three.
Give me my weapon, boys! Have you told them out of doors? Take orders!
Serve us so.
My rascals! Bring me!
I am doing it around you! Oh, alas, poor it's out of sweat. Come, let me wipe thy face. Oh, come on, North and chops. Oh, real. Oh, in taste. I love thee! Thou art as valorous as Hector of Troy! With 5 of Agamemnon, and 10 times better than the 9
A rascally shillelagh! I'll toss the rogue in a plague act!
No, and now guess what I ought. And now dust, I'll canvas in between a pair of sheets.
Sit on my knees! A rascally dragon
Now sit tight. Bartholomew Morgan. When wilt thou more fight in the day than join in the night? Begin to patch up thine own body for heaven.
Peace! Good tall, do not speak like a death's head. Do not bid me. Remember my name.
Cyril, what humors the prince goes?
Here, don't shadow young fellow. You will make the cancer. Right well.
But they say poise has a good wit.
He, a good wit.
Yes.
Hang him, baboon. He's wit fixed to spelling
Would not this knave of a wheel have his ears cut off?
Let's beat him before his horn.
See whether the withered elder has not his paw clawed like a parrot.
Is it not strange that desire should so many years outlive performance?
Saturn and Venus this year in conjunction. What says the almanac to that?
Now just give me flattering, bosses.
Oh, by my troth, I kiss you with the most constant heart.
I know.
I love thee better than I love every scurvy young boy of them all.
But stop and have a good one.
Oh, yay.
I shall receive money at Thursday. Should have a cat.
Oh, yes.
A merry song.
Yes.
Perfect. Wisdom. Don't forget me.
Oh, by my troth, thou set me a-weeping and thou sayest so. Prove that ever I dress myself as until thy return. Oh, well, hearken in the end.
Come, Sir Francis!
What?
A bastard son of the king! Not thou Poins' brother?
Thou noble, sinful covenant, what a life dost thou lead?
Better than thou. I am a gentleman. Thou art a draw.
Very true, sir. And I am come to draw you out by your ears.
Oh, Lord, preserve thy grace. By my troth, welcome to London. Oh, the Lord bless that sweet face that I've seen. I come from Wales.
Thou whoreson mad compound of mad. By this light flesh and corrupt blood, thou art welcome.
Oh, you fat boy, scorn you.
Drive you out of revenge. Turn off to a merriment.
King nothing, you whore son, Candlemine, you! Ha ha! How vilely did you speak of me now before this honest, virtuous, civil gentleman?
Lord bless you, your good heart. No, she is by my troth.
Did thou hear me?
Yeah. And you knew me, as you did when you ran away by Gad's Hill. You knew I was at your back, and spoke it on purpose to try my patience, huh?
No, not so. I did not think there was within hearing.
I shall try thee then to confess this willful abuse. Then I know how to handle you.
No abuse. Hell, on my honor, no abuse.
Not to dispraise me, to call me paddler and bread chipper, and I know not what.
No abuse.
No abuse.
No abuse, nay, in the world. Honest, nay, not. I dispraise him before the wicked. That the wicked might not... And know its doing? I have done the part of a careful friend and a true subject. And thy father is to give me thanks for it. No abuse, Hal. None, Ned, none. No faith, boys. None.
See now, with a pure fear and entire cowardice, does not force thee then to wrong this virtuous gentlewoman too close with us.
Yea.
Is she of the wicked?
Nay.
Or thine hostess here, of the wicked?
No.
Or honest Bardolph, whose zeal burns in his nose, of the wicked?
Answer, thou said elm. Answer.
The fiend hath pricked down a bottle, irrecoverable. And his face is Lucifer's privy kitchen, where he doth nothing but roast malt well.
For the women.
For the one of them, she's in hell already and burns, poor soul. For the other, I owe her money, and whether she be damned for that, I know not.
No, I warrant you.
No, I think thou art not. I think thou art quit for that. Mary, there is another indictment upon thee, for suffering flesh to be eaten in thy house, contrary to the law, to which I think thou art...
How now, Bardolph, what news?
But the king, your father, is at Westminster, and there are 20 weak and weary posts come from the north.
Well, by heavens, Poins, I feel me much to blame. So idly to profane the precious time, when tempests of commotion like the south born with black vapors doth begin to melt and drop upon our bare unarmored heads. Very well, Moses. Falstaff, good night.
Now comes in the sweetest morsel of the night, and we must tend to live it unpicked. More nothing. How now? What's the matter?
You must await your court, sir, presently. And there are 20 captains stay at the door for you.
Farewell. Farewell, dog. You see, good wenches, how men of merit are sought after. The undeserver may sleep when the man of action is called on. Farewell, good wenches. If I be not sent away post, I'll see thee again ere I go.
I cannot see. If my heart be not ready to burst. Well, sweet child, I will carry thyself.
Farewell. Farewell.
Very well. I've known thee these 29 years come peace good time. But in honest servant, truer hearted gentleman I never... Very well.
How many thousands of my poorest subjects are at this hour asleep? Oh, sleep. Oh, gentle sleep. Nature's soft nurse. How have I frighted thee, that thou no more wilt weigh my eyelids down and steep my senses in forgetfulness? Why rather sleep? Liest thou in smoky cribs, upon uneasy pallets stretching thee, and hushed with buzzing night flies to thy slumber? Then in the perfumed chambers of the great, under the canopies of costly state, and lulled with sound of sweetest melody. O thou dull god! Why liest thou in the vile in loathsome beds, and leavest the kingly couch a watch case on a common larum bell? Wilt thou, upon the high and giddy mast, seal up the ship boy's eyes, and rock his brains in cradle of the rude imperious surge? And in the visitation of the winds, who take the ruffian billows by the top, curling their monstrous heads and hanging them with deafening clamor in the slippery clouds that with the hurling doth itself await. Canst thou, O partial sleep, give thy repose to the wet sea sun in an hour so rude, and in the calmest and most stillest night, with all appliances and means to boot, deny it to a king? Then happy low, lie down! Uneasy lies the head that wears a crown.
Many good morrows to your majesty.
Is it good morrow, my lord?
'Tis 1 o'clock and past.
Well, then, good morrow to you, my lord. Have you read all the letter that I sent you?
I have, my lord.
Then you perceive the body of our king, how foul it is, what rank diseases grow, and with what danger near the heart.
It is but as a body yet distempered, which to its former strength may be restored with good advice and little rest. My lord Northumberland will soon be cool.
Oh, God. As one might read the book of fate. See the revolution of the time that makes mountains of blood. Solid firmament melt itself into the sea, and other times to see the beachy burden of the ocean too wide for them to exist. How chances, mocks, and changes fill the cup of alteration with diving liquids. If this were seen, the happiest youth viewing his progress through what perils past, what crosses to ensue, shut the book, sit him down, and die. It is not 10 years gone since Richard and Northumberland, great friends, did feast together. And in 2 years after were they at wars. It is but 8 years since this Percy was the man nearest my soul, who like a brother toiled in my affairs, and laid his love and life under my foot, yea, for my sake, even to the eyes of Richard, gave him defiance. Are these things then necessities? Then let us meet them like necessities. And that same word even now cries out on us.
They say the Bishop of Northumberland are 50,000 strong.
It cannot be, my lord. Rumor doth double, like the voice and echo, the numbers of the fear. Please it your grace to go to bed. Upon my soul, my lord, the powers you have already set forth shall bring this prize in very easily. To come to the law, I have received a certain instance that Glendower is dead.
I will take your counsel.
Your Majesty has been this fortnight ill. These unseasoned hours perforce must add unto your sickness.
I will take your counsel. And were these inward wars once out of hand, we would, my lord, unto the Holy Land.
Come along, lively, lively. Come along. Come in, Silas. Come on. Now give me your hat, son. Give me your good hat. Oh, I'm very sure you are by the rules, sir. And how does my good cousin Silas?
Good morrow, good cousin Shallow.
And how does my cousin, your bedfellow? And your fairest daughter and mine, my goddaughter Ellen.
Alas, the black
Oh, I dare no, sir. I dare say my cousin William has become a good scholar, is he not? I believe he's at Oxford still.
Indeed, sir, to my cause.
Yes, must then to the Inns of Court shortly. I was once of Clementin. But I think they will talk of mad Shallow yet.
You were called lusty, Shallow, then.
No, never mind the mass. I was called anything, and I would have done anything indeed, too. And roundly, too. Let's see. There was I, Black George Barnes, and Francis Bone, and Will Squill. Oh, and little John Lloyd of Staffordshire. Why, you had not 4 such swing-butlers in all the Inns of Court again. And I may say to you, we knew where the Bona Robas were. Indeed, and we had the best of them all, the commandment. Then was Jack Falstaff. Now, Sir John, a boy and page to Thomas Mowbray, the Duke of Norfolk.
The same Sir John that comes hither about the, soldiers?
Oh, yes, the same Sir John, the very same. Why, I see him break Scoggins' head at the court gate when it was a crack not the sign. And the very same day did I fight with one, salmon and stockfish. Oh, Abrutia, behind Gray's Inn. Oh, Jesus, the mad days that I have spent. To think of how many of my old acquaintances are dead.
We shall all follow, cousin.
Oh, 'tis certain, very sure. Death, as the psalmist saith, is certain to all. All shall die.
By my troth, I was not there.
No, death indeed is certain. Is old Double of your town living yet?
Dead, sir.
Oh, Jesus. Dead?
Dead.
Oh, he drew a good bow. Dead?
Dead.
No! Jesus, a fine shoe. Dead?
Dead.
No! And is old Double dead? No!
Here comes Sir John Falstaff now. Good morrow.
I beseech you, which is Justice Shallow?
I am Justice Robert Shallow, sir, a poor esquire of this county and one of the king's justices of the peace. What is your good pleasure with me?
My captain commends him to you.
Yeah?
My captain, Sir John Falstaff, a most tall gentleman, by heaven, and a gallant leader.
No, he greets and commends me well, sir. Oh, I knew him a good back-sword man. How doth the good knight? Oh, good knight? Might I ask how my lady, his wife, doth?
Oh, pardon, sir. A soldier is better accommodated than with a wife.
Better accommodated. It is well said in faith, sir. It is well said indeed, too. Better accommodated. Why, good phrases are surely and very commendable. Accommodated. It comes of Akamoto. Oh, very good. Excellent phrase.
Sir? No, not the phrase. Praise call it you.
Aye.
By this good day, I will defend the word with my
soldier-like. Well, exceeding good command, by heaven. Accommodated. That is, when a man is accommodated. Or when he may be, whereby he may be thought to be accommodated. Which is an excellent thing.
Oh, indeed. Oh, it is very just indeed. Very just. Oh, look, here comes good Sir John. Oh, give me your good hand, sir. Give me your worship's good hand. By my troth, you light well, sir, and you bear your years very well. Oh, welcome, good Sir John.
I'm glad to see you well, good Master Robert Cello.
Sir John, this is my cousin Silence in commission with me.
Master Silence! Well befits you should be of the peace.
Your good worship is welcome.
Hi, this is hot weather, gentlemen. Have you here provided me half a dozen sufficient men?
Oh, Mary, have we, sir?
Let me see them, I beseech you.
Instead. Let me see. Where's the roll? Silence, where's the roll? Where's the roll? Yea, very sir. Right, Moldy. Oh, let them appear as I call them. Let them do so. Let them do so. Now, where is Moldy?
Here and please you.
Now, come along, sir. Now, what think you, Sir John? Oh, good-lived fellow, young, strong, and of good friend.
Is there any mood? Yea, and please you. Is the more time now at you?
No. Things that are moldy lack use, huh? Oh, very singular good. Well said, Sir John. Indeed, very well said.
Bring it. I was pricked well enough before, and you could have let me alone. My old dame will be undone now for one to do her husbandry and her drudgery. You need not to have pricked me. There are other men fitter to go out than I.
You too. Slowly you shall go. Slowly. Time you were spent.
Fellow, please, stand aside. Know you where you are. Oh, let me see, Sir John, for the rest. Thomas Ward.
Where's he?
Here, sir.
Inside the ward.
Yea, sir.
Not a ragged ward.
How shall I prick him, Sir John?
It was superfluous, for his apparel is built upon his back, and the whole frame stands upon pins.
No.
Prick him no more!
You can do it, sir. You can do it. Oh, I commend you well. Are you friends with people?
Here, sir.
What trade art thou, people?
Woman's tailor, sir.
Shall I prick him, Sir John? Now stand aside.
You may, but if he had been man's tailor, he would have pricked you. Wilt thou make as many holes in an enemy's battle as thou hast done in a woman's tentacle?
I will do my good will, sir. I have no more.
Well said, good woman's tailor. Well said, courageous eagle. Thou would be as valiant as the wrathful God, a most magnanimous mouse. Prick the woman's tailor well, Master Shadow. Deep, Master Shadow.
Very well. Later, bull cap on the...
Yes, sir. Oh, God, I like it, fellow. Come, prick both out and let it roll again.
Oh, Lord, good my Lord, Captain.
What? Dost thou roll before thou sit?
Oh, Lord, I'm a diseased man.
What disease hast thou?
A horse and cold, sir. A cough. Sir.
Come, you shall go to the wall with a gown. Come along. I will go drink with you, Master Shadow.
Sir John, do you remember since we lay all night in the windmill at St. George's Field?
No more of that, Master
It was a merry night. And this Jane Knight look alive?
She lives, Master Shadow.
She never could away with me.
Never. Never. She would always say she could not abide Master Shadow.
She was then a bona roma. Does she keep her own well?
Old, Master Shadow.
She must be old.
She were 55 years ago.
Oh, it's certain she cannot choose but be old. Oh, certain she's old. Oh, cousin Silence, that thou hast seen that this good night and I have seen. Said I well, Sir John?
We have heard the chimes at midnight.
Oh, then we have,
Master Shadow.
we have, indeed, young man, we have. Why, our watchword was, have boys. Oh, Jesus,
see. Why, Sir John, Sir John, Sir John, I'm coming back along.
Still, my friend, here's 480 shillings of French Conceal. Very true, sir. I had his leave to be hanged, sir, as go. And yet, for my own part, I do not care. But rather, because I'm unwilling, and for my own part, have decided to stay with my friends. Also, for my own part, I do not care so much.
Go to. Stand aside.
And good master, corporal, captain, for my fame's sake, stand my friend. She is old and has no one to do anything about her when I am gone, and she cannot help herself. You shall have 40. Sir.
Go to. Stand aside.
Why, my troth, I care not. Man can die but once. We'll got yet. I'll never base mine. And it be my destiny, so. It be not, so. No man's too good to serve his friends. Let it go which way that it will. He who dies this year is quit for the next.
Well said. Thou art a good fellow.
Ain't no bear, no base mine.
Come to which men shall I have?
Let me think. Well, 4 of which you please.
Pardon, sir. A word with you?
Sir John.
Well, Sir John, I have 3 pounds of free malting and pork chop. Go to. Well.
Well, Sir John, which 4 will you have?
Do you choose 4?
Now, marry then. You think, Moldy, Ray Moldy, and, Thibault, and Wilcox.
Moldy and Mulder. The field for you, Moldy. Stay at home till your part served. And for your part, Mulcock, you know till you go on to it. I will none of you.
Oh, Sir John, stand aside. Do not yourself wrong. Why, they are your liveliest men, and I would have you served with the band.
Will you tell me, Master Shadow, how to choose a man? Can I for the limb, the thews, the stature, bulk, and biggest semblance of a man? Give me the spirit, Master Shadow. Here's... What? Yes. You see what a ragged appearance it is? Give me this man. He presents no mark to the enemy. What? The bowman may with his great aim level at the end of a penknife. For a retreat. How swiftly with this feeble the woman's tail run off. Oh, give me the spearman and spare me the great one. Follow. Put me a broadsword into Walt's hand.
Hold what? Come on.
Manage me your weapon. So. Very good. Exceeding good. Now, give me always a little lean old chop-balled shot. Hold, well said it before. Hold. Here's a test.
Oh, he is not as proud, Master. Why, he does not do it right. Why, I remember when I was at Mile and Green. Oh, when I lay at Clement's Inn, then was I Sir Dagonet in Arthur's show.
These fellows would do well, Master Shallow. God keep you, Master Silence. I will not use many words with you. Fare you well, gentlemen, both. I must a dozen mile tonight, I think. Bottle, give the soldiers coats.
Oh, Sir John, the Lord bless you. Oh, God prosper your affairs. Oh, God send us peace. Oh, at your return, visit our house. Let our old acquaintance be renewed. And peradventure I will with ye to the court.
For God, what you would.
Oh, goodbye, fair Sir John.
Very well, gentlemen. On, Bottle, lead the men away. Hup, 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 hup. As I return, I will fetch off these justices. I will see the bottom of Justice Shallow. Lord, how given we old men are to this vice of lying. This same starved justice hath done nothing but prate to me of the wildness of his youth and the feats he hath done about Turnbull Street, and every third word a lie.
What is this forest called?
Tis Galtree Forest, and shall please your grace.
Here stand, my lords, and send discoverers forth to know the numbers of our enemies.
We have sent forth already.
It is well done. My friends and brethren in these great affairs, I must acquaint you. I have received new dated letters from Northumberland. Their cold intent, tenor, and substance thus. Here doth he wish his person with such powers as might hold sortance with his quality, the which he could not levy. Whereupon he is retired to ripe his growing fortunes for Scotland, and concludes in hearty prayers that your attempts may overlive the hazard and fearful meeting of their opposite.
Thus do the hopes we have in him touch ground and dash themselves to pieces. West of this forest, scarcely off a mile, in goodly form comes on the enemy. And by the ground they hide, I judge their number upon or near the rate of 30,000. The just proportion that we gave them out. Let us sway on and face them in the field.
What well-appointed leader brings us here?
I think it is my Lord of Westmorland.
Health and fair greeting from our General the Prince, Lord John and Duke of Lancaster.
Say on, my Lord of Westmorland, in peace. What doth concern your coming?
Then unto your grace will I in chief address the substance of my speech. You, Lord Archbishop, whose see is by a civil peace maintained, wherefore do you so ill translate yourself out of that speech of peace which bears such grace to a loud trumpet and a point of war?
Wherefore do I this? So the question stands, briefly to this end. We are all deceived, and with our certainty and wanton hours, we have brought ourselves into a burning fever, and we must bleed for it. Of which disease our late King Richard, being infected, died. Hear me more plainly. I have in equal balance justly weighed what wrongs our arms may do, what wrongs we suffer, and find our griefs heavier than our offenses. And when we are wronged, and would unfold our griefs, we are denied access unto his person, even by those men that most have done us wrong.
There is no need for such redress, or if there were, it not belongs to you. But this is mere digression from my purpose. Here come I from our princely general to know your griefs, to tell you from his grace that he will give you audience, and wherein it shall appear that your demands are just, you shall enjoy them.
But he hath forced us to compel this offer, and it proceeds from policy, not love.
Mowbray, you are weaned to take it so. This offer comes from mercy, not from fear. For, look, whatever ken our army lies, upon mine honor all too confident to give admittance to a thought of fear. Our battle is more full of names than yours. Our men more perfect in the use of arms. Our armor all is good. Our cause the best. Then reason will, our heart should be as strong. Say you not then our offer is compared?
Well, by my will, we shall admit no parley.
That argues but the shame of your offense. A rotten case abides no handling.
Hath the Prince John a full commission, very ample virtue of his father, to hear and absolutely to determine upon what conditions we shall stand upon?
That is intended in the general's name. I muse you make so slight a question.
Then take, my Lord of Westmorland, this schedule, for this contains our general grievance. Each several article herein redressed. All the members of our cause, both here and hence, that are insinued to this action, acquitted by a true substantial form, and present execution of our wills to us, and our purposes confined, we come within our awful banks again, and knit our powers to the arm of peace.
This will I show our general. Please you, lords, in sight of both our battles we may meet, and either end in peace, which God so frame, or to the place of difference called the swords which must decide it.
Lord, we will do so.
There's a thing within my bosom tells me that no condition of our peace can stand.
Never fear that. We can make our peace upon such large terms, and so absolute as our conditions shall consist upon, that our peace shall stand as firm as Rocky Mountains.
Yea, but our valuation shall be such that every slight and false derived cause, yea, every idle, nice, and wanton reason, shall to the king taste of this action.
No, my good lord. Note this. The king is weary of deity and such picking grievances. For he hath found to end one doubt by death, revives two greater in the heirs of life. His foes are so enrooted with his friends, that plucking to unfix an enemy, he doth unfasten so and shake a friend.
Besides, the king has wasted all his rods on late offenders, that he now doth lack the very instruments of chastisement. And that is power, like to a fangless lion, may offer, but not hold.
Very true. And therefore be assured, my good lord, we do now make our atonement well. Our peace will, like a broken limb united, go strong to the great.
Be it so, here is returned, my lord of Westmoreland.
The prince is here at hand. Please you, lord, to meet his grace just distance between our armies.
Your grace of York, in God's name then, set forward.
Before his greatest grace, lord.
Showed with you when that your flock assembled by the bell, encircled you to hear with reverence your exposition on the holy text. But now, see you hear an iron man talking, cheering a rout of rebels with your drum, turning the word to sword and life to death. You have ta'en up, under the counterfeited zeal of God, the subject of his substitute, my father. Both against the peace of heaven and him have here upswarmed.
Good my lord of Lancaster, I am not here against your father's peace. But as I told my lord of Westmoreland, I sent your grace the parcels and particulars of our grief.
Please your grace to answer them directly. How far forth you do like their articles?
I like them all, and do allow them well, and swear here, by the honor of my blood, my father's purposes have been mistook, and some about him have too lavishly rested his meaning and authority. My lord, these griefs shall be with speed redressed. Upon my soul they shall. If this may please, discharge your powers unto their several counties, as we will ours. But here, between the armies, let's drink together friendly and embrace, that all their eyes may bear those tokens home of our restored love and amity.
I take your princely word for these redresses.
Give it you, and will maintain my word, and thereupon I drink unto your grace.
Go down, and deliver this news of peace to our army. Let them have pay and plus. I know will well please them. Highly thanks.
To you, my lord of Westmoreland.
I pledge your grace, and if you knew what pains I have bestowed to breed this present peace, you would drink freely. But my love to ye shall show itself more openly hereafter.
The word of peace is rendered. Hark up, Jack. Go, my lord, and let our army be charges too. And good my lord, so please, let our trains march by us, so that we may peruse the men we should have coped with all.
Go, good lords, and ere they be dismissed, let them march by.
I trust, my lord, we will lie tonight together. Now, Cobblers, wherefore stands our army still?
The leaders, having charge from you to stand, will not go off until they hear you speak.
They know their duties.
My lord, our army is dispersed already, and like youthful steers unyoked, each takes his course. East, west, north, or south, or like a stool broke up, he hurries towards his home and sporting.
Oh, good tidings, my lord Hastings, for the which I do arrest thee, traitor, of high treason. And you, Lord Archbishop, of capital treason I attach you both.
Is this proceeding just and honorable?
Is your assembly so?
Will you thus break your faith?
I bond you not. I promised you redress of these same dreams as whereof you did to play, which, by mine honor, I will perform with the most Christian care. But for you, rebels, look to taste the doom meet for rebellion and such acts as yours. Most shallowly did you these arms commence, fondly brought here, and foolishly sent hence. Strike up our drum, pursue the scattered stray. God, and not we, have faith upon the dead. Some God these traitors to the flock of death, treat as true men, and yield her up of grace.
What's the name, sir? What condition are you in of our place?
I am a knight, sir, and my name is Colville of the Dale.
Well, thank you. Colville is your name, a knight is your degree, your place the Dale. Colville shall be still your name. A traitor, your degree, and a dungeon, your place. A place deep enough. So shall you be still Colville of the Dale.
Are not you Sir John Falstaff?
As good a man as he, sir, where I am. Do ye yield, sir? Or shall I sweat for you? If I do sweat, they are the drops of thy lovers, and they weep for thy death. Therefore, rouse, appear, and turn thee, and do observance unto my mercy.
I think you are Sir John Falstaff. And in that fault, yield me.
Now, Falstaff, where have you been all this while?
When everything is ended, then you come.
These hardy tricks of yours will, on my life, one time or other, break some gallows back.
I should be sorry, my lord, but it should be thus. I never knew yet that a rebuke and check with a reward of valor. Why, I have speeded hither with the very extremest inch of possibility. Well, I have foundered 90 and odd posts. And here, travel taken as I am, hath, in my pure and immaculate valor, taken Sir John Colville of the Dale, a most furious knight and valorous enemy. But what of that? He saw me and yielded, that I may say with the hook-nosed fellow of Rome, there, Caesar, I came, saw, and overcame.
It was more of his courtesy than your deserving.
I know not. Here he is, and here I yield. I beseech your grace, let it be booked with the rest of this day's feast. Or by the Lord, I'll have it in a particular ballad else, with mine own picture on the top of Colville kissing my foot.
Is thy name Colville?
It is, my lord.
Famous rebel art thou?
Colville, and a famous true subject took him.
I am, my lord. But as my betters are that led me hither, Had they been ruled by me, you should have won them dearer than you have.
I knew not how they sold themselves, but thou, like a kind fellow, givest thyself away to Lapis, and I thank thee for thee.
Now, have you left pursuit?
Retreat is made and execution stay.
Send Colville with his confederates to York, to present execution. Lead him hence, and see you guard him sure. And now, fast we toward the court, my lord. I hear the king my father is sore sick. Our news shall go before us to his majesty, which cousin you shall bear to comfort him. And we with sober speed will follow you.
My lord, I beseech you, give me leave to go through Gloucestershire, and when you come to court, stand, my good lord, in your good report.
Fare you well, Falstaff. I, in my condition, will better speak of you than you deserve.
I would you had the wit. Better than your Jupiter. Good faith, this same young, sober-blooded boy doth not love me. No, a man cannot make him laugh. But that's no marvel. He drinks no wine. A good sheriff's sack hath a twofold operation in. It ascends me into the brain, drives me there of the foolish, dull, and cultivator's which environment, makes it apprehensive, quick, formative, full of nimble, fiery, and delectable shapes, which, delivered all to the voice, the tongue, which is the verb, becomes excellent wit. The second property of your excellent sherris is the warming of the blood, which, before cold, second, left the liver white and pale, which is the badge of pusillanimity and cowardice. But the sherris warms it, makes it course from the inward to the parts extremes. It illumineth the face, which as a beacon gives warning to all the rest of this little kingdom, man. To arm! And then the vital commoners and inland petty spirits muster me all to their captain, the heart, who, great and puffed up with this gratitude, doth any deed of courage, and this valor comes of sherris. Here comes it that Prince Harry is valiant, for the cold blood, which he did actually inherit of his father, he hath, like a lean, barren and sterile land, renewed, husbanded, and tilled with excellent endeavor, of drinking good and good store of fertile sherris, that he has become very hot and valiant. If I had 1,000 sons, the first humane principle I would teach them should be to forswear thin potations and to addict themselves to sap. How now, Bardolph? The army is discharged all and gone. Let them go. I'll through Gloucestershire. There will I visit Master Robert Shallow, Esquire. I have him already tempering between my finger and my thumb, and shortly will I seal with him. Come, away!
God doth give successful end to this debate that breedeth at our doors, we will our youth lead on to higher themes, and draw no swords but what are sanctified. Our navy is addressed,
our power collected, our substitutes in absence well invested, and everything lies level to our wish. Only we want a little personal strength, and pause us till these rebels, now afoot, come underneath the yoke of governance.
Health to my sovereign, and new happiness added to that I am to deliver. Prince John, your son, doth kiss your grace's hand. Mowbray, the Bishop Scroop, Hastings, and all are brought to the correction of your law. There is not now a rebel sword unsheathed, and peace puts forth her olive everywhere. The manner how this action has been borne, here at more leisure may your highness read.
Westmoreland, thou art a summer bird, which ever in the haunch of winter sings the lifting up of day. Look, here's more news.
From enemies, heavens keep your majesty, and when they stand against you, may they fall as those that I am come to tell you of. The Earl Northumberland and the Lord Bardolph are, with the power of English and of Scots, by the Shreve of Yorkshire overthrown. The manner and true order of the fight this packet, please it you, contains at large.
My lord! My lord!
Wherefore should this good news make me sick? I should rejoice now at this happy news. And now my sight fails, and my brain is giddy. Hold me, come near me. Now I am much ill.
You do know these fits are with his highness very ordinary. Stand from him, give him air. He'll straight be well. The king recovers.
This apoplexy will certainly be his end.
I pray you, take me up and bear me hence into some other chamber. Softly, pray. Let there be no noise made, my gentle friend, unless some dull and favorable hand with some music to my weary spirit. Set me the crown upon my pillow, dear.
Sweet prince, speak low. The king, your father, is disposed to sleep.
Let us withdraw to the other room.
Will you go along with us, my grace?
No. I will stay and watch here by the king. Why doth the crown lie there upon his pillow, being so troublesome a bedfellow? Polished perturbation, golden care that keepeth the ports of slumber open wide to many a watchful night. Sleep with it now. Yet not so soundly. Oh, Majesty! This sleep is sound indeed. My gracious liege. My father. This is the sleep that from this golden circle hath divorced so many English kings. Thy due from me is tears and heavy sorrow of the blood, which nature, love, and filial tenderness shall, oh dear father, pay thee plenteously.
am I due from thee? Is this imperial crown? Which as immediate from thy place and blood derives itself to me? Lo, where it sits. Which God shall guard, and put the world's whole strength into one giant arm, it shall not drive this lineal honor from me. This from thee, 'twill I to mine leave, as 'tis left to me.
Westmoreland! Westmoreland!
What would your majesty? How fares your grace?
Why did you leave me here alone, my lord?
When we left the Prince of Wales here, my liege, who undertook to sit and watch by you.
The Prince of Wales? Where is he? Let me see him. He is not here.
He came not from the chamber where we stayed.
Where is the crown? Who took it from my pillow?
When we withdrew, my liege, we left it here.
The Prince of Penitence. Go, seek him out. Is he so hasty he doth suppose my sleep, my death? Find him, my Lord Westmoreland. Chide him hither. This part of his conjoins with my disease and helps to end me. See, sons, what things you are. How quickly nature falls into revolt when gold becomes her object. For this, the foolish, over-careful fathers have broke their sleep with thought, their brain with care, their bones with industry. Now, where is he that will not stay so long till his friend's sickness hath determined me?
My lord, I found the prince in the next chamber, watering with kindly eye his princely cheek, in such a deep demeanor with great sorrow, that tyranny, which never quaffed but blood, would, by beholding him, have washed his knife with gentle eye drops. He is coming hither.
Wherefore did he take away the crown? Lo, where he comes. Come hither to me, Harry. Depart the chamber, leave us here alone.
I never thought to hear thee speak again.
Thy wish was father to that thought, Harry. I stay too long by thee. I weary thee. Dost thou so hunger for my empty chair that thou wilt needs invest thee with my honors before thy hour be ripe? O foolish youth, thou seekest the greatness that will overwhelm thee. Stay but a little, for my cloud of dignity is held from falling by so weak a wind that it will quickly drop. My day is dim. Thou hast stolen that which after some few hours was thine without offense. And at my death, thou hast seen thus my expectation. Thy life did manifest thou lovest me not, and thou wilt have me die assured of it. Thou hidst 1,000 daggers in thy thoughts, which thou hast whetted on thy stony heart to starve in half an hour of my life. What? Canst thou not forbear me half an hour? Then get thee gone, and dig my grave thyself, and bid the merry bells ring to thine ears that thou art crowned, not that I am dead. Let all the tears that should bedew my hearse be drops of balm to sanctify thy head. Only compile me with forgotten dust. Give that which gave thee light unto the word. Pluck down my officers, break my decrees, for now a time has come to mock and fall. Harry the Fifth is crowned of vanity. Down, royal state. All you sage counselors hence.
Pardon me, my liege. But for my tears, the moist impediments unto my speech, I had forestalled this dear and deep rebuke. Ere you with grief had spoke, and I had heard the course of it so far. There is your crown. And he that wears the crown immortally, long guarded yours. God witness with me, when I here came in, and found no course of breath within your majesty, how cold it struck my heart. If I do fain, oh let me in my present wildness die, and never live to show the incredulous world the noble change that I have purposed. Coming to look on you, thinking you dead, and dead almost, my liege, to think you were, I stayed under this crown as having sense, and thus have braved it. The care on thee depending hath fed upon the body of my father. Therefore thou best of gold art, worst of gold. Other less fine in carrot is more precious, preserving life in medicine potable. But thou, most fine, most honored, most renowned, hast let thy bearer up. Thus, my royal liege, accusing it, I put it on my head, to try with it, as with an enemy that before my face had murdered my father, the quarrel of a true inheritor. But if it did infect my blood with joy, or swell my thoughts to any strain of pride, if any rebel or vain spirit of mine did with the least affection of a welcome give entertainment to the might of it, let God forever keep it from my head. And make me as the poorest vassal is, that doth with awe and terror yield to it.
O my son, God put it in thy mind to take it hence, that thou mightst win the more thy father's love, pleading so wisely an excuse of it. Come hither to me, Harry. Sit thou by my bed. And here, I think, the very latest counsel that ever I shall breathe. God knows, my son, by what bypaths and indirect crooked ways I met this crown. And I myself know well how troublesome it sat upon my head. To thee, it shall descend with better quiet, better opinion, better confirmation. For all the soil of the achievement goes with me into the earth. Yet, though thou standest more sure than I could do, thou art not firm enough, since griefs are grief, and all my friends, which thou must make thy friends, have but their stings and teeth newly ta'en out. After spell working I was first advanced, and by these powers, I wear my heart them all, and had a purpose now, to lead out many to the Holy Land, lest rest and lying still might make them look too near unto my state. Therefore, my Harry, be it thy course to busy giddy minds with foreign quarrels, that action, hence borne out, may waste the memory of the former days. More would I, but my lungs are wasted so. Strength of speech is utterly denied me. How I came by the throat. O God, forgive. And grant it may with thee in true peace live.
My gracious liege, you won it, wore it, kept it, gave it me. The true and right must my possession be, which I, with more than with a common pain, gainst all the world will rightfully maintain.
Look, here comes my John of blessing.
Health, peace, and happiness to my royal father.
Thou bringest me happiness and peace, son John, but health the lack, with youthful wings is flown from his fair withered trunk. Upon thy sight, my worldly business makes few. Doth any name particular belong unto the lodging where I first did school?
'Tis called Jerusalem, my noble lord.
Lord be to God. Even there my life must end. It has been prophesied to me many years. I should not die, but in Jerusalem. Most vainly, I suppose, the Holy Land. But bear me to that chamber. There I'll lie. In that Jerusalem shall Harry die.
God, have you a goodly dwelling in a rain?
Oh, Baron, beggars all, Sir John. Oh, Baron, good air. By cock and pie, sir, you shall not away tonight.
You must excuse me, Master Robert Charles.
No, I will not excuse you. Oh, you shall not be excused. Excuses shall not be admitted. There is no excuse shall serve. You shall not be excused. Why, baby, I say. Now come along, Sir John.
I'll follow thee, Master Robert Charles. Bado, look to our horses. If I was sold into quantity, I should make 4 dozen of such bearded hermits' tales as Master Shallow. I would devise matter enough out of this Shallow to keep Prince Harry in continual laughter.
Now, come along, Sir John.
I follow thee, Master Shallow. I follow thee, Master Shallow.
How now, my Lord Chief Justice? Whither away?
How doth the king?
Exceeding well. His cares are now all ended.
I hope not dead.
He's walked the way of nature, and to our purposes he lives no more.
I would his majesty had called me with him. For the service that I treated in his life hath left me open to all injuries.
Indeed. I think the young king loves you not.
I know he doth not. Oh God, I fear all shall be overthrown.
Well, you must now speak Sir John Falstaff fair, which swims against your stream of quality.
Sweet prince, what I did in honor, led by the incomparable spirit of my soul, and never shall you see that I will beg a ragged and forestalled remission.
Come, prince.
Good mother! God save your majesty.
New and gorgeous garment
and majesties, it's not so easy on me as you think. Brothers, you mix your sorrow with some fear. This is the English, not the Turkish court. Not Amurath and Amurath succeed, but Harry. Yes, be staggered, brother. But my faith, it very well becomes you. Sorrow so royally in you appears that I will deeply put the fashion on and wear it in my heart. Why then be sad? But entertain no more of it, good brother, than a joint burden laid upon us all. For me, by heaven, I bid you be assured, I be your father and your brother too. But bear your love, I will bear your cares. Yet weep that Harry's dead, and so will I. But Harry lives. That shall convert those tears by number to hours of happiness.
We hope no otherwise from your majesty.
Strangely on. And you most. You are, I think, assured I love you not.
I am assured, if I be measured rightly, your majesty hath no just cause to hate me.
No? How might a prince of my great hopes forget so great indignities you laid upon me? What, rape, rebuke, and roughly send to prison the immediate heir of England? Was this easy? May this be washed in Lethe and forgotten?
Did then use the person of your father, the image of his power lay then in me, and in the administration of his law, whilst I was busy for the Commonwealth, your Highness pleased to forget my place, the power and majesty of law and justice, the image of the king whom I presented, and struck me in my very seat of judgment, whereon, as a defender to your father, I gave bold way to my authority and did commit you. If this be ill, be you contented, wearing now the garland, to have a son set your decrees at naught, to trip the course of law, and blunt the sword that guards the peace and safety of your person? Question your royal thoughts. Make the case yours. Behold yourself, so by a son disdained. Then, imagine me taking your part, and in your power, soft silencing your son. After this cold considerance, sentence me. And as you are a king, speak in your state what I have done that misbecame my place, my person, or my liege's sovereignty.
There is my hand. You shall be as father to my youth. My voice will sound as you do prompt mine ear, and I will speak and humble my intents to your well-practiced wise directions. And, nobles all, believe me, I beseech you, my father is gone wild into his grave, for in his tomb lie my affections, and with his spirit sadly I survived. The tide of blood in me hath proudly flowed in vanity till now. Now doth it turn and ebb back to the sea, where it shall mingle in a state of floods, flow henceforth in formal majesty. Now call we our High Court of Parliament. Let us choose such limbs of noble counsels that the great body of our state may go in equal rank with the best governed nation, and war and peace both at once. The end of the will and great endurance, in which you, Father, shall have a foremost hand. Our coronation done, we will excite as I before remembered all our state, and God consigning to my good intents, no prince nor peer shall have just cause to say God shorten Harry's happy life one day.
give you a health for that anon.
Be merry, my wise vessel, for women are shrill, so short and tall. 'Tis merry and hall when beer swaggle.
I do not think Master Silence has been a man of this metal.
Who, I? I have been married twice. And once there now.
And it please your worship, there's one from the court with news.
From the court? Let it come in!
Sir John, God save you!
What wind blew you hither, Gansel?
Not the ill wind that blows no man to good. Sweet knight, thou art now one of the greatest men in this realm. And helter-skelter have I rode to thee, and tidings do I bring, and lucky joys, and golden times, and happy news of
I pray thee now deliver them like a man of this world.
Now, give me pardon, sir. If, sir, you come with news from the court, I take it that there are but two ways. Either to utter them or to conceal them. I am under the king, sir, in some of...
Which king? Speak or die.
They the King Harry.
Harry the Fourth or Fifth?
Harry the Fourth.
Sir John, thy tender lambkin is now king. Harry the Fifth's the man, I speak the truth.
What? Is the old king dead?
As nailed? Indoors. The things I say are just.
Away, Bono! Sell my horse! Master Robert Shallow! Choose what honest thou wilt to land! Decide! Oh, how many days I would not take on life of that fortune!
I do bring good news!
Leave Master Silence to bed! Master Shallow! My Lord Shallow! Be what thou wilt, I am fortune's steward! We'll ride all night! Oh, sweet Gansel! Away, Barnolf! Come, Gansel, at a more to be able to devise something to do thyself good. Master Shallow, I know the young king is sick for me. Let us take any man's horses. The laws of England are a my commandment. Blessed are they that have been my friends. And woe to my Lord King Master! Master Shadowfell, stand beside me. I will make the king know your grace. I will leer upon him as he comes by, and do my mark the countenance he will give me.
Bless thy long, sweet knight.
Come, Gansel. Stand behind me. Oh, if I had had time to have had new liveries made, I would have bestowed the £1,000 I borrowed of you. But this Portia does better. This doth infer the zeal I had to see him. It does so. It shows my earnestness of affection. My devotion. It does. Has it not rise day and night, and not to remember, not to have patience, and not to deliberate, to shift me? But to stand, stained, sweating with desire to see him, if nothing else, with all the fair else in oblivion, and nothing else to be done but to see him.
My Lord Chief Justice, speak to that vain man.
Have you your wits? Know you what is you speak? My king! My Jove! I speak to thee in my heart!
I know thee not, old man. Fall to thy prayers. How ill white hairs becomes a fool and jester. I have long dreamt of such a kind of man. So serpent swelled, so old and so profane. But being waked, I do despise my dream. Make less thy body hence, and more thy grace. Leave gormandizing. Lo, the grave doth gape for thee thrice wider than for other men. Reply not to me with a full-born jest. Presume not I am the thing I was. For God doth know, so shall the world perceive, that I have turned away my former self. So shall I those that kept me company. When thou dost hear I am as I have been, approach me, and thou shalt be as thou wast, the tutor and leader of my rides. Till then, I banish thee on pain of death, as I have done the rest of my misleaders, not to come near our person by 10 miles. For competence of life I will allow you, that lack of means enforce you not to either. And as we hear you do reform yourself, we shall, according to your strengths and qualities, give you advancement. My lord, be it your charge to see perform the tenor of my word. Set on.
Master Shannon, I owe thee 1,000 pounds.
Yea, marry, Sir John, which I beseech you to let me have home with me.
That can hardly be, Master Shannon. Do not you believe in this? I shall be sent for in private to him. Look you, he must seem soft to the world. Fear not your advancement. I will be the man yet that shall make you great.
Oh, I cannot perceive how, Sir John, unless you give me your doublet and stuff me out with straw. I beseech you, let me have home 500 of my 1,000.
I will be as good as my word. This that you heard was but a colour.
Oh, a colour I fear you will die in, Sir John.
Fear no colours. Go with me to dinner. Come, let's dinner together. Come, Bartle. I shall be sent for soon. At night.
Come, carry Sir John Falstaff to the fleet. Take all his company along with him.
My lord! My lord!
I cannot now speak. I will hear you soon. Take them away.
No!
I like this fair proceeding of the king. He hath in tent his wonted followers, shall all be very well provided for. But all are banished, till their conversations appear more wise and modest to the world.
And so they are.
The king hath called his parliament, my lord.
He hath.
I will lay odds that ere this year expires, we bear our civil swords and native fire as far as France. I heard a bird so sing, whose music to my thinking pleased the king. Come, will you hence?
First, my fear, then my curtsy, lost my speech. My fear is your displeasure, my curtsy my duty, and my speech to beg your pardon. If you look for a good speech now, you undo me. For what I have to say is of mine own making, and what I should say will I doubt prove mine own marring. But to the purpose, and so to the venture. Be it known to you, as it is very well, I was lately hearing the end of it as pleasing play. To pray your patience for it, and to promise you a better. I meant, indeed, to pay you with this, which is like a new venture. It's come unluckily home. I break, and you, my gentle creditors, will lose. and I will pay you some. And as most debtors do, promise you infinitely. And so I kneel down before you, but indeed to pray for the Queen. If my tongue cannot entreat you to acquit me, will you command me use my leg? And yet that were but light payment to dance out of your debt. But a good conscience will make any possible satisfaction, and so would I. Why, oh, the gentlewomen here have forgiven me. If the gentlemen will not, then the gentlemen do not agree with the gentlewomen, which was never seen in such an assembly. Oh, one word more, I beseech you. If you be not too much cloyed with fat meat, our humble author will continue the story, with Sir John in it, and make you merry with fair Catherine of France. Where for anything I know, Falstaff shall die of a sweat, unless already he be killed with your hard opinions. My tongue is weary. When my legs are too, I will bid you good night. Yes.